Well, just tune in. We're all just standing in the battlefield with Agnes going, how did we get here? Look.
Yep.
That's
Oh, and there's Marcus. So
Oh,
I will.
is there a Marcus? Do we have a Marcus?
Yep, he
oh, you know
just
what? It
joined.
was probably the paladin.
Yep.
All right, all right. We've got look. Marcus has like 12 seconds to get his ass somewhere that I can use. But in the meantime,
I'll get rid of I'll
oh
log out on
wait
this one.
wait for him to get in. Wait for him to get in. Otherwise, you're
He's
gonna
in the
break.
Zoom call. He's just on mute. I
Oh, is
see
he?
him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, that's fine. All right.
Can
Hi
you share your
everyone.
screen?
G'day
You're still not
everyone
sharing
and
your
welcome.
screen.
My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and as you can tell, we're having an interesting morning this morning. Yeah, welcome in. We are here playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're using the module from 1st Edition known as Curse of the Crimson Throne. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who help support my channel and allow me to do all the cool and amazing and fun stuff that we do. Say hello to the lovely people in chat.
Hello.
Hi, chat.
There we
Everybody.
go. Look at that. We were having a debate because our dear friend Laura, who plays Agnes, hasn't been here for a little while. And so she's trying to get her bearings as to where and what and how and why we are doing all the things that we're doing. And we're keeping it a surprise for her. So there you go. Now, before we begin, guys, let me take a moment to say welcome and thank you to everyone who just freaking blew my goddamn mind with all the freaking subs and the hype trains that got us to a level 6 hype train before I even started streaming, because you guys are nuts. So thank you so goddamn much. Let's see. I want to thank all the cool people who are in this list. Ire Janasi. We also want to give thanks to Twiff as well for the massive subs. Thank you so much. And Schooly Eye as well. In addition to Laura Bones, who has just also renewed a sub. Thank you for your renew, Laura. Laura, 53 months. You know, if ever I need to know how long I've been streaming, I always just look at how long you've subbed. That's basically it. So you know.
First sub. Woohoo.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, why we have? Well, no, don't change places. Let me. Is that right? Did I fix it? Am I good? Yeah, I did it. I did good. All right. Okay. So we have Marcus. I need to work on Marcus, but we'll do that later. So first of all, guys, for what you, in case you don't know what this is a tabletop role-playing game, which is a collaborative storytelling experience in which I take the role of the world and the story and all of the cool things and run my players who exist as characters within that world through an adventure of the imagination. Thanks to the efforts of our lovely sponsors, such as Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you can see on screen, Fantasy Grounds for my VTT, and of course, Sirenscape for the beautiful music you will hear throughout. We tell this story and share it with you guys at home, so you guys can enjoy it as well. Now, of course, there's no good story without a good series of characters, so I'm going to throw the ball over to my players, who will tell us who they are and a little bit about the characters that they are currently playing. Starting with our top left-hand side, the gunslinger Padrick, played by Twiff. Take it away.
Hey everybody, I am Padrick, played by Twiff. I am, as stated, a gunslinger, spell shot gunslinger. I was planning to go to school to become a wizard, but was framed for murder. Managed to get acquitted, but my life was ruined, and I left school, got kicked out of my family, bummed around for a while, and turned all of that energy that would have gone into learning magic into learning about guns and merging them with magic. So now, instead of throwing fireballs at people, I just shoot them with fire instead.
All right, very nice. Next up, we have Holly, our cleric of Asmodeus fairy, currently being played by Malakisa.
Hello. So Holly is fairy nobility, and she spent all of her time reading a lot of adventure books. And so when it became time that she had to get married, she decided she did not want to get married off. So she decided to go out into the real world. So she landed in Korvosa, had all sorts of fun adventures, and in the process of trying to do her best to save some orphans because her decision-making skills aren't that great, she wound up accidentally becoming a cleric of Asmodeus. So now she's trying to figure out how to balance what's right and what she needs to do.
Beautiful, beautiful. Next up, of course, playing the role of the investigator Quinn is our friend Aya Janasi.
Hey, everybody. As Michael said, I'm playing Quinn. She's an investigator by class and by trade, native to Korvosa, and a bit of a curmudgeon.
Excellent, excellent. Next up, of course, we have from the wilds surrounding Korvosa, the Kitsune druid Dante, being played by our dear friend Rykon.
Hello. Yeah, I'm playing Dante, the Kitsune druid from the local forest of Korvosa. Managed to meet up with these band of, I guess, adventures. Hanging in the air a bit at this point at the time. And then we managed to come to finding around information on the underground for things that are going around.
Very nice. And next up, we have none other than Agnes, played by our dear friend Laura Bones.
Hello. Yes, Agnes. Agnes, who although not local, well, not born in Korvosa, but has lived here for a large portion of her life, since she moved here to raise her daughter. And yes, fell in with this lot on a fateful shopping trip one day, and decided to help them clean up her city, since it's no longer safe for her daughter. And also, she wants to get a date with the fisherman. But
yes,
that's
that's true.
issue.
There's a whole romance novel that is happening here. All right, I love it. I love it. And last but not least, playing the role of Mercutio, the paladin, is none other than our dear friend Marcus, the GM.
I'm late.
You are.
But yes, I'm playing Mercutio, the paladin of Iomade. He was originally from Canabres, and after fighting in one of the crusades, he met his fateful end. He was brought back by a not so well, I guess not no necromancer is nice, but now he's trying to find out whether he is really who he thinks he is, or if these memories were just implanted onto himself.
A very mysterious thing indeed. Thank you, of course, to Forge of Law, who just raided in. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope your stream went good as well. We are actually just about to kick off, so you've come at a brilliant time. Now, guys, before we do launch into things, we do have a couple of announcements. First of all, no, we don't. We don't have announcements. What am I saying? I'm freaking on the wrong show. Anyway, we would like to take a moment to thank, of course, our biggest sponsor, our most kind and generous sponsor, and that is, of course, you guys in the audience. Thank you for donating your time, your care, and attention to this show. I greatly appreciate it. And there is a number of ways you can interact with the game, because we want to invite you behind the GM screen during these sessions so you can enjoy all the cool stuff as it happens. Now, for $5, you can award a player of your choice a hero point, one of these little red markers. They can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense, or roll with advantage. Jinx points are fundamentally the opposite. They allow me to do stuff with bad guys, complicate matters, or add issues to things, etc., etc., etc. For $10, we can draw either from a deck of heroic actions, which give our players superpowers, or we can we can draw from a random plot twist. Also, no worries. Thank you for dropping by. Rulebook optional. Good to see you, and I love the name. Hopefully, we'll see you around. All right. for $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20, which, Holly, you have been awarded another natural 20, even though you have one already. So, what we're going to be doing here is you are getting a temporary natural 20, which means if you do not use it this week, you will lose it. So yes, so thank you so much for that as well. We also have a plot twist draw from Schooley, which we will throw in a moment. So it'll be the second draw. 1, 2. What are the odds is our plot twist for Schooley today? No, I said the sponsors. I did. I said them in a very weird way. I didn't say the usual one. But yeah, sponsors. Look at the links. For $50, the big old $50, you can give a magic item to a player of your choice. Or you can provide a boost to a enemy encounter to make it more devastating, more evil, more hard, and more difficult. And lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. Now, for those of you who don't know, during the time in which I was at Gen Con, I had to do an emergency fundraiser, and we created a creature that is known as the Treasure Golem. Our heroes on all of our different tables are fighting the Treasure Golem, and the group which defeats it in the least amount of combat rounds will end up with some very powerful magic items and a large boost in wealth. And this is the first week that we're going to be doing that with our group. So it'll happen naturally, it'll happen there, but the $100 secret menu item for the time in which we're doing the Treasure Golem encounter, the table of your choice, who gets the $100, will be getting a substantial weapon or ally to help them against the Treasure Golem. So I'll repeat that again. The Treasure Golem is a big, nasty, horrible encounter that has a vast amount of wealth that will be given to the first of my Patreon tables who defeats it. The $100 reward for all of the tables is a magic item or an ally that will greatly aid in the defeat of the Treasure Golem. There you go. Yeah, it was an emergency fundraiser. I was in the US while I wasn't streaming. I'm not making any money. USA is expensive, so that happened. Then my computer exploded, so I had to ask everyone, like, hey, I know I'm not streaming right now, but, can we raise some funds? And I made it so that every dollar that was donated added to the hit points. You could add templates to it. You could add, weapons to it and stuff like that. It was great. It was a really, really good thing, and it really did help get me. Again, now I've got my new computer, and now I'm back streaming. So yeah, it was good. Thank you, OG. I appreciate that. All right. In any case, players, are we ready to start today's session?
Raring to go. Come on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just
All right.
missing you sharing stuff on Zoom.
Oh, god damn it. Why am I not sharing stuff on Zoom? Oh, because Zoom... Ba-doop, there it is. Ha!
Yay.
There you go.
There we go.
You guys can now see me. Okay. Now, hey, North Wolf. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, buddy. For those of you who don't know, North Wolf, wonderful content creator that I got to meet over on Jason's channel at Critical Dice, which was a lot of fun. Absolutely, an absolute blast. All right. So, without any further ado, the city of Korvosa has been wrapped in chaos, ensnared in the evil machinations of Queen Iliosa since the death of the previous emperor. The town itself, having faced off with riots, plagues, villainous creatures predating on the poor people of the city, and more, has left the city weakened, distressed. The latest move to remove the town guard and replace them with the Queen's royal guard, known as the Grey Maidens, has seen the entire side of Old Korvosa isolated from the main city. For what reason, we have no idea yet. But in order to find some answers, not only to the actions of the Queen, but to the origins of her rather fierce policies that she's been enacting, you have sought the aid of Vencalo Osiriani, a swordsmaster who has resided in Old Korvosa, who has been an ally to you for many years. Unfortunately, he has been taken, kidnapped, and held against his will, presumably against his will, by the noble family known as the Arconis, who have also been kind of working amongst the nobility, but also with the criminal underground. Which brings us here to the criminal underground, where our heroes are currently trying to convince a goblin by the name of La Rouge, who works for the Arconus, to help give them information and potentially sneak them in to try and rescue Vencalo. But, of course, our goblin friend is not without some... no, he's not interested in helping without something in return. So he has asked our heroes to participate in the games of the underground fighting, in order to earn what they need. After dealing battle with the champion of the arena and defeating them, there was, I guess, a contingency that was thrown in. Something that was made just in case the champion was defeated. From high above the ceiling, chains begin to droop down and rattle as this cage is wheeled out, swaying against the structure that suspends it in the air above the arena. Everyone holds bated breath as this huge cage is lowered into the arena. Agnes, Quinn, Padrig, Holly, Dante, and Mercutio. You all look at this cage and can see something moving within. Flashes of orange leather, a thick carapace, and spines that clang against the bars as this creature rotates inside. As the doors swing open, out from the cage bursts what looks to be a frightening creature. A creature that sends a chill down your spine the moment it emerges. A creature known as a Tarrasque. All right. This is what you see as it lumbers out. One moment while I load up the module for it. Because I bought it, but I forgot to load that particular module. All right. What do you do as you see this creature?
What do I know of Tarrasque?
All right. Well, the Tarrasque is one of the children of the god of destruction, born for nothing more than to destroy everything. There is only one Tarrasque in the world, and it slumbers, for if it ever was to awaken, it would destroy the world as we know it. They are Tarrasque. The Tarrasque is violent, brutal, and ever hungering. It is not something one trifles with. It takes armies in order to defeat the Tarrasque, and upon its defeat, it never truly dies, only returns to the slumber from whence it came.
So, not likely to actually be caged in a coliseum for, fighting.
Oh, hell no.
But still, this looks pretty formidable. I'm just gonna mutter oh shit under my breath and prepare for whatever this Tarrasque-esque thing actually is.
All right. As for the rest of you,
My eyes widen in horror, and I look at LaRouge in shock. And then my eyes narrow as I look again at the creature, and I kind of cock my head to the side. Do I see anything odd? Using my That's Odd skill set.
yes. You do notice a few odd things. The first thing is, of course, as Padrick pointed out, it is quite odd that there would be a Tarrasque simply in a cage here. That is definitely an oddity. Secondly, is you do notice that the Tarask itself seems to be, I don't know, like its movements are a bit broken, jarred even, almost as if it's struggling to find purchase in terms of how it's moving.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Nope. All
I
right.
think Holly is kind of horrified.
No, Agnes is way too stunned to see anything right now.
All right. As you do so, the Tarask looks in your direction, and almost like a scene out of Jurassic Park, it starts to move. Its head swaying back and forth as the eyes on either side of its large, vicious muzzle start to try and scan the area for potential prey.
Shoot her! Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Nailed it.
Already heard.
I
All
mean,
right.
I'll shoot it.
Yeah, you can.
That's what I do.
All right, we are not in combat just yet, but you are watching as it approaches.
I'm going to prepare to shoot it. Actually gonna get what I got here. Got some funky bullets.
Funky bullets.
Yeah, I got some funky bullets. I'm gonna activate and load a frost bullet
All right.
and then shoot him with it.
Okay. You load up your bullet, and you take aim as the creature begins to make its way towards you. As the chilled air around your bullet starts to smoke, like it builds that condensation, you fire the bullet from its chamber. There is this loud bang as the audience has gone silent, bated breaths as they're watching this massive creature as you are about to shoot it. All right, I'm going to say pause for one moment. I just need to change something real quick. All right. Just need to check on this real quick. There it is. All right, make your attack.
All right. Let's see if we can do anything here. Wow, that's terrible. I'd like to re-roll that.
All right, you may re-roll it. Let's use one of the hero points.
All right.
Could I get the map?
Yes.
That's even worse.
How?
All right, your bullet flies out and actually does hit the side of the creature's head. However, you notice that it barely seems to scratch the surface of the skin of this creature. However, the loud noise, the movement that you've made has drawn its attention as it turns towards you slowly, purposefully.
Oh, guys, I think I've made a terrible mistake.
I would like to move.
Well, before you do so, the creature turns in your direction, opens its jaw.
Where's Agnes and Mama? Oh.
that was perfect. All right, as it rolls in your direction, the wind that blows up. I need everyone to make me a reflex save, as just the sheer force of the volume of the wind is pushing against you hard. All right, 14, 21, 19, 34, 17, and 22. All right, Holly, Agnes, and Mercutio, you managed to hold your ground. However, everyone else is forced back against the wall here, as basically the wind knocks you backwards. All right, we're going to go into initiative.
Oh, goody.
All right, the creature goes first. It is going to lunge forward, and it is going to snap at Holly first and foremost. Well, that's just rude.
I don't care for that roll.
All right, well, Holly, you take 104 damage.
Do not have 104 hit points.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So that first hit, as it reaches down, Holly, you disappear into its maw. And
Great, I'm getting again.
And you are, and you disappear into its gullet. Agnes, you are next, as it turns its head towards you with its second attack.
I can't even see Agnes on the map. Like, where is she?
Oh, she's right next to him.
It's glitched out so that you picture isn't fully loaded.
Okay. So, wait, can you see Agnes? Can anyone see Agnes?
I can.
I can see Agnes.
I can see a square where she should be at, but I don't see her. Totally.
Right, okay. I might need a reload, but that's fine. But it'll be there. Hey, Sir Pfeffers, thank you so much for the sub, you beautiful Viking, you. I love you. I love your face. I gotta play The Walking Dead with Pfeff. I love Pfeff. All right. Agnes, that is a critical hit.
On a 2.
On the second attack.
The funnier part is that it rolled almost a 1.
It rolled a 2.
That's why I was asking where Agnes was on the map, because I was going to have her move time ago if she was anywhere near, but I can't see her.
That's fair. All right, and once again, Agnes, as the jaws chomp around you, you also disappear into the gullet of this creature, both devoured in a single furious bite. All right, the four of you remain. Dante, you're up.
Dante is not sure what he's going to do here because it doesn't seem like they have a chance of fighting, and there's very one-sided. He is going to attempt using Tanglefoot on it.
Okay.
Oh, that's awkward.
All right. As you go to cast Tanglefoot upon it, you watch as this small of vines sort of grow around it, but it moves its neck and just snaps them, almost like almost like watching a rhinoceros through cotton candy.
Interesting analogy. Yeah, Dante is going to try and get himself and a wall in between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
And that will be all my actions.
Very well. Agnes, you are inside the gullet of the creature, but we'll come back to that. Quinn, you're up next.
I would like to use the generously gifted Nat 20 to devise a stratagem.
All right, very well. I will advise you potentially against that.
Okay.
Only because
It's never going to be good enough, is it?
yeah, let me put it this way.
Yeah,
If you critical fumble on your attack, and using that 20, it just means you miss instead of crit fumble.
All right. I'm going to then, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move here. I'm going to devise a stratagem, and I will roll for it. And I think I just roll a regular nat 20 on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or regular d20, rather.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Well, yeah, okay.
Oof.
Never mind. Okay, and
Ouch.
I'm going to just sort of be discreet and hold my remaining action, which will be an attack with my sword.
Okay, with sword drawn and praying at this point, we then move to Holly. But again, Holly is on the inside. We'll come back to that. Padrig, you're next.
All right. So I shot it and it just bounced off him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go all Drax the Destroyer and try and get him from the inside and see if I can just run and just jump into his mouth and shoot
Sure.
possibly softer things.
Sure. He has an attack of opportunity, which he will use on you as you approach, and use it for precisely that purpose. You are
All right. Well,
you are relenting, so you will.
it's gonna happen anyway.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
you will disappear
Oh.
into its gullet.
Oh, hey, that's only one more than the amount of hit points I have.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He only just one hit killed you. And as he
I'm only
bites,
mostly dead.
yeah, and as he bites this time, you are you disappear into its jaw, but you also see that as it lifts its head, bits of the arena, the ground, the dirt, the rubble just drip from between its fangs. All right. I think that brings us to Mercutio.
Yay. Well, seeing that 3 of his party just got eaten, Mercutio's not really happy. As he... Oh, what can I do?
Pray.
Oh, he's definitely praying because this is Iomede's biggest enemy's son. What is...
Mark, I think you should try and trip him.
No.
Into the
You
center.
should
Trip him right
absolutely
into
try
the
to trip
center.
him.
That will not happen even with a nat 20. I'll just regularly fail.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be bragging about tripping Tarasques next time.
Yeah.
Knew that was gonna come up.
For the final time, I said potentially.
How's that potential?
Do you
Can
think
you-
still think
Can
about
you
the potential?
potentially do that now?
It was a joke.
It's a good one. It's a good one. But what are
I'm
you?
just gonna attack.
All right, you rush over, weapon drawn, as you swing to attack,
I
and
miss.
you do critical miss, which of course opens you up to a jaw attack. As you swing,
And I'm
I mean, honestly, I don't even need to roll the nat 20, but I'm annoyed that I'm getting it. All right, damn, 119 points of damage.
so goodbye, Merc.
He's not gone. It's fine. Keeping in mind the for the purposes of the this Tarrasque encounter, there will be more stuff in tune. But 119 points of damage. You are definitely swept up, and you are definitely swallowed in a single bite. All right, which brings us back to the Tarask, who will let loose another terrifying roar before charging our other two members. Now, do I need to entertain these two rolls? I mean, he could roll a natural 1.
Might as well.
I was going to say, he could roll a natural 1 and go from a crit to a regular attack.
Let's make it sporting.
Okay. Dante, you're up first.
No, you just gotta roll more than that 20.
Why? What the hell? Where are these when I don't need... whatever.
I guess
fancy
getting
man.
so many nat 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's ours?
All right. 97 points of damage.
Only in excess of 17.
All right. And Quinn, alone in the arena, standing before this beast. What are your final thoughts?
I'm trying to think whether or not I'll survive long enough to hang on to his uvula and tap dance on his gag reflex.
On that thought, as the creature brings its jaws to bear on you, you take 107 points of damage. As you...
Really?
Yeah, as you disappear down its throat, darkness envelops my team as they are no longer in the arena. All right, thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our show. It's been great. I really enjoyed this encounter. I think that Tarask may be a little bit overpowered for this fight, but you know, I don't regret anything. I think we all had a good time. I think everyone had. Yeah, no one's buying it.
Next time on TPK Theater.
Yeah, next time on TPKZ. No one's buying it that I'm killing you guys off? Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right. Well, as you guys find yourself suddenly in darkness, your bodies aching and sore, a sour smell fills the air here. As you slowly come to, it is difficult to breathe, difficult to see. As you find yourself in a very strange location. All right. Let me just get my characters here real quick. There they are. All right. As our heroes find themselves, quite literally, in the belly of the beast.
Look around. See all my companions. Have that scent of bile and digestive juices hit my nose. Cough a little and speak. Well, this is really not what I was expecting for the afterlife, guys. I don't know. Kind of feel like I'm still alive.
It smells bad and it's wet and gross in here.
Every now and then you hear a thrumming.
Does it sound like the crowd cheering for the Tarask?
Is the Tarask now eating the crowd?
I mean, also, thank you, Tony, for the gifted sub. You're so kind. Love you. All right. You hear the sound of the heartbeat pushing large volumes of blood through the canals nearby.
Hemorrhaging is such a nasty way to die.
Yeah.
So is suffocating theory. Right. Now, Agnes plunges up, pushes her soggy sleeves up to her elbows. Right. The way I see it, there's two ways out of here. Up or down.
We're down.
Yeah. Down's less pleasant, but also not as bitey. I hope. I don't really know much about the biology of these things. I think maybe if we can do some damage inside on our way out, that might help us.
Well, I am standing in a very moist environment holding an electrified sword.
Yeah.
Is anyone feeling a tingle?
Oh, the electricity on your sword is not particularly doing anything as you're holding
That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Looking around and gaining a bearing on your region, you can see that there are several floating carcasses in these small pools of what look to be digestive juices. There's also a small, partially digested vehicle, a boat of some kind. You hear a splash sound coming from where the boat is, and emerging from the muck is what looks to be a tiny demon with wings set to its side like a glider. It seems to be rifling through a couple of small, partially melted trinkets. It kind of inspects them carefully before throwing some of them back into the acid.
I'm gonna head over to the demon and speak infernal. Hey, can you help us out?
The creature looks at you and sort of with these wet hands move up and sort of peering over the edge of the vessel. It looks to you and says in common, "What? What did you say? What is that? Who's that?"
Can you help us out? Because we're kind of stuck here and we really don't want to be here.
He starts chuckling to himself. Yep. It's kind of what happens when you get et.
Yeah, we don't want to be et. Can you help us?
Help. Why help?
Do you like shiny things?
Shiny things. Chewy things.
You like chewy things?
Chewy things. Squishy, chewy.
Holly's gonna pull out some of her rations. I can give you chewy things if you help us.
He looks over at your chewy things. Your rations are basically like travel rations and stuff. He looks at them and can recognize immediately they are not chewy. You watch as he drips the bile from his person, but as you're watching it, it almost looks like there's nothing underneath the drippage. Like he himself is almost comprised of this goo that just pours off his body and constantly like just drips. He says, ugh, ugh, hard, crunch, yuck, bleh, chewy.
What kind of chewy things would you like?
No. Said, no chewy thing, no help.
What kind of chewy? What's a chewy thing?
Bite, bounce, chewy, chomp, chewy, chomp. That's one for the old people.
Did you say that just because I was laughing?
No, because I'm an oldish person. I get references. Like I actually spent. I was talking to someone the other day, and we're talking about sooty, Okay, so let me put it this way: I look young enough that I could pass off as a mid-20s dude, but then when we start talking about all the nostalgia from like the 80s and the 90s, I'm like, God damn it, young people, they don't get these references.
No, they do not. Patrick's
Sadly.
looking through his pockets in his bag and like, I got rations and apparently some soap.
I mean,
They
soap
get
is
you that.
soft, technically.
Soap is soft.
I'll offer him the soap. I'm like, hey, this is the chewiest thing I got in my pockets.
He'll like sort of glide off the ship and over to Patrick. At this point, you notice that as he's stepping out, he is likely made of the same bile and stomach acid as the stomach itself. As he looks over at it, he sort of sniffs at it, smells it, and then leans in close. Let me.
This is not going to go well for me.
No.
Let me. Die apparently.
Quickly realizing that I am possibly a chewy thing too.
There we go. This is the creature. As he.
Oh, he's fascinating.
As he looks over, he begins to gum the soap. And you realize at this point he doesn't have teeth. He spits out the soap onto the floor and he goes, yeah, not chewy.
Well, it's not to everyone's taste.
Who has those healing gloves?
Rycon. Dante has them.
You mean the cursed healing gloves that I don't know are still
I
cursed?
mean the delicious gloves. The tasty gloves are the ones I mean.
But yeah, he'll take off one of the gloves and offer it to it.
He looks at the glove, looks at you. He opens his mouth.
Chewing its flesh.
Did you say as well there was like some animal carcasses bobbing about?
There are.
Are they reachable?
With a stick, probably, yeah.
Oh, well, good, because Agnes has a 10-foot pole.
Oh, and in case it wasn't clear,
so-
the method is not impressed with the glove. I just want to.
Yeah, so Agnes is gonna like take a 10-foot pole out of the bag. Boop, 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 boop. She's got a bag of holding. Pulls it out. And she's gonna pull a carcass over. And she's gonna try and find like a fatty bit, like a cheddar fatty, like fat, if there's any left at all that hasn't dissolved on one of these animals.
All right. Sorry.
And cut a large chunk out.
All right, you make your way over, and you sort of start poking and prodding, and eventually you kind of manage to fish out what looks to be it's like a deer carcass that you drag onto the shore. There are there are so many bits of it that are just currently destroyed, but it makes it easy for you to sort of slice off some bits of animal fat.
And then she'll wander back over and throw them to whoever's currently in conversation with the. So, try that.
Agnes throws a ball of animal fat.
Holly's gonna duck and move away.
Try. Yeah, sometimes give it to people what's lost their teeth,
Do you hand it to him?
Yeah, why not? Nobody else is going to touch it.
Apparently. All right, as you go over, the creature looks over and... He's eating too fast. He seems very satiated. by the chewiness of the presented rancid animal fat. He goes, delicious. Yes. Okay, we helps.
Oh, right. I think Agnes is starting to look slightly green around the gills at this point.
You in stomach. Okay, bye.
Wait, what? No,
Oh,
we didn't.
help! Yes.
Oh, help one get out.
Yes. We want to leave.
Okay. How you want leave?
Not dead.
Oh, not dead. Okay. Here bad. Here dead. Very easy. But over here, he humps over to the wall and he goes, He finds what looks to be a opening. He says, here, this go lung. Lung. Lung.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
lungs better than stomach, thanks.
Yep. Okay.
And before she goes, Agnes will make sure that the carcass is, pulled enough up. If she can, she'll get someone to assist her. Pulled enough up that it won't slink back into the kind of water, if you know what I mean. Just so that he can get another meal if he wants to later.
Well,
Aw.
water.
Patrick will hand his soap to Agnes since she's been handling animal carcasses within the stomach of a giraffe. You might need this.
Right. Thanks.
Well, he is greatly appreciative as you make your way through the body and into the lungs.
Oh, there's Agnes.
All right. Now, because I am good at what I do, right lung.
I can't move Agnes.
That's okay. We're going to be changing map in a moment.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Are you sharing the map?
I will in a moment. There we go.
Okay.
They gotta get their grid references and stuff done.
All right. There it is. Dante, Agnes, Quinn, Holly, Padrig, and Mercutio. All right. As you make your way through the various bits of meat, you can feel every now and then one of the contractions of the breathing push you up against the wall. You cannot resist it, and you are pinned for a few moments every few breaths. And it gets tighter and tighter as you begin to make your way further in. But as you do so, eventually you manage to penetrate through the wall of the lungs and come to a large chamber filled with these strange pockets that you believe are used to absorb the oxygen. In addition, you can see that there are a great number of these large veins that just travel through, oxygenating the blood as it moves in and out of the lungs. The chamber expands and contracts over and over again. The rushing sound is almost deafening. While in here, all perception checks are at a disadvantage. As the Tarrasque continues to breathe.
I just see our tokens, but I don't actually see anything else except for
Yeah, I see tokens on a pale
big white screen.
I see neither tokens nor.
Oh,
I had to go full
tokens.
screen to find them. They were far
Oh.
away.
It just takes a while to load in. The last
Yeah.
one did for me as well.
Yeah, I think it'll just take a second to load in. But yeah, feel free to look at the what you called it, the shared screen. All right.
You'll have to move Agnes for me because currently she's just not
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'll move her for you.
a square that I can't move. But it's fine.
Ah, there it is.
I can orient myself. So we're in the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, A
Right.
alone.
Okay.
All right. So before we go further, guys, are we just trying to get out, or are we gonna try and do some damage to this thing while we're in here if we can?
Well, I mean, if we get out, it's probably just going to eat us again if we don't, really, isn't it? I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
I think-
kind of what I'm thinking, and there's lots of,
Vessels and stuff. I was just
yeah, you can do a
eyeballing
lot of
those.
damage inside someone's lungs.
I'd rather have our escape of the lung first before we try to do that.
Now we can get towards an exit maybe, and try and do some damage on the way out.
Yep, let's spread out and find the exit. And once we find the exit, then let's have some fun.
Agreed.
All right. You begin to look around, making your way through the
Well-
lungs.
if I could make it like sneeze or cough or something, I mean, that might eject us a wee faster than.
Yeah, but if
Mm.
it's not already dying, it will just eat us again.
True. Yeah.
All right. As you guys make your way over to this area, you see something, so you guys can stop moving. You guys see something just to the north of where Mercutio is. A pile of bones. But more importantly than the pile of bones, you see something glinting and glowing in the distance.
Now, what the hell could that be?
Oh, you just
Oh,
running
he's
up to it? Okay.
Yeah, she wants to see the shiny thing. Holly's moving up.
Sure.
Oh, no.
Sure. All right. As you make your way
no.
and move up to
The
the
red block.
Agnes is not. I will wait about where Padraig is now, or at least on my map.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah.
As you make your way up to the gold and shiny things, it is treasure. It is chests, and it is coins, and it is rubies and gemstones. It is a deposit that seems to have been kind of almost just left unattended here. You can see backpacks, you can see armors, magic swords, items, whole bunches of stuff just in a massive pile of treasure. Oh, that's a good point.
What is it? Oh, did it suddenly get foggy in here?
What's the lungs? Smoker's lungs.
Is
Smoker's
He's vaping.
He's having it after a post battle pipe.
Wow, hey man, I'm feeling a lot better about this whole being inside the lungs thing.
All right, yeah, look, I just set a really big fire. The one time
Hey Holly, what have you found there, Holly?
actually suggest setting a really big fire.
No fire, but lots of gold. There's lots of gold and backpacks and all sorts of things up here.
What the hell
Yeah.
has this guy been breathing?
But why?
You know why?
None of this makes any sense.
I
Right?
mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Why is the question, Agnes? Why is always the question?
Why is there just a big pile of gold?
I don't know, but hey, if we can anything worth taking from there, Holly?
I think everything is worth taking. It's a lot of stuff.
All right,
And-
start filling up the bags, people.
Got some bags of holding.
Dude,
I feel like
dude,
this is a very bad idea.
Holly's gonna look at the first chest and try to figure out if there's a trap on it.
There's no trap on it.
Agnes is looking for somewhere to hide.
She's
You hiding from
Agnes, you find a very, very nice little nook to hide in over here by Padrig. Which is appropriate. Because as soon as Holly begins to rifle through the belongings, they start to move. As they do so, they start to take shape and take form, binding together and rising upwards. As this creature transforms itself into a treasure golem. All right. The beast looks down at Holly. Holly, you look up at the beast. There is a sense of impending violence that you get.
I feel like Holly would have immediately jumped back slightly as soon as the stuff started moving on their own.
Sure, happy for that.
Is Holly gonna get eaten whilst already eaten? Can we have just a Russian doll effect?
Exception. All right.
Exception.
All right. Well, let's roll initiative. All right, Dante, you are up first, followed by Holly, then Agnes, Padrig, the Golem, Mercutio, then Quinn. All right, Dante, what do you do as you see this creature rise up?
Well, first I need to figure out if it's in range or not.
I think the music's a bit loud. Let me soften that up a bit. Is that better?
Yes, I am not in range, so I do need. Oh, maybe wait. Yes, I would be in range. So, gonna figure out how to remove my pointer. There we go. I'm going to cast Tortoise in the Hair on it, with the Holly being the ally for the air part. And now we're going to do this. There we go. Force it to save.
All right. It successfully saved against your effect.
That it is slowed for 1 round. However, Holly is not affected.
All right. As the magics bind the materials around it, you watch as it sort of starts to slow in its movements. All right. That is 2 actions, I believe. You have 1 more remaining. What do you do?
I am going to move over to here, and then that will be it.
All right. Very well. I'm going to use my Jinx point. And as I use the Jinx point... Actually, I don't even need to use the Jinx point. No, I'll use the Jinx point for it. Why not? So, this creature is a golem. It has certain anti-magic properties. It is not affected by the slow spell. However, upon its person is a particular type of mirror. A mirror of spell reflection. Could I have Dante make me the same save?
Oh god. Can I force myself? Yes, I can.
Alright. You also negate it, but you are slowed for 1 round.
That's awkward.
Alright. Very well. Then we go to Holly. Holly, you are standing right before this creature.
Would Holly have noticed the spell reflecting back on Dante?
Yes. Maybe. I'd say you would have seen, like, the magic sort of go and then fire backwards.
Okay, so Holly is going to skip the magic. That seems like a smart thing to do. And she is going to back out to here.
Okay. It does not have attacks of opportunity.
Hooray. And then she's going to pull out her crossbow and see if shooting him helps.
All right, make your attack.
Holly is going to use her nat 20 to shoot at him with the crossbow.
All right, that is your temporary nat 20 that is being used. Roll your critical hit.
Okay. So do I drop the damage on him twice?
Nope. If you hold down left shift as you drop the damage down, it will automatically crit for you.
Thank you.
It does 0 points of damage as it sinks into the coins, and you watch as the arrow becomes part of the collection.
Fun. That's it for Holly.
All right, very well. We then go to Agnes. Agnes, you are hiding behind one of these large pulsing veins. As you sort of peer over, you see the coin like sort of spraying out from this creature as it seems to be looking in Holly's direction.
Yeah, so Agnes peeks up, sees this thing, thinks for a moment, and then goes, "Ha!" and reaches into a bag, and she's got the wand of rusting grasp.
Ooh, all right. Yep.
But we were just told it was a wand of rusting grasp, and that it... Hang on, what information did I write about it? Okay, nothing on there. Let's see my notes. It just said wand of rusting grasp with endless charges, but I don't know what the damage is or anything. It's just that's what I've got written on the sheet.
There you go. I've added it to the chat box, so you should be able to open that up. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, because you're attacking creature, it would take 8d6 damage unless it makes a fortitude save.
At my DC or the DC of the wand?
Your DC. So it takes 8d6
Well, that's
damage,
26.
fortitude save,
26.
yep, or 2d6 persistent, and 2d6 persistent if it fails the save. So there you go.
Okay. Is there a range on it? Yeah.
Touch.
Oh shit. Sorry.
I don't want
Right.
anybody else. When I have the wand, oh yeah, touch him. So.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Mally's too tickled by that.
Right.
Phrasing.
How
All right.
how far am I away from the creature? Sorry, because I can't even do the
You
arrows
are 40 foot away.
thing. Oh, that's further than I've got. Okay, so right, I'll get the wand out for now. I'll prep it.
One action.
But then what I want to do is cast haste at heightened, because my signature spell. I want to cast haste on up to 6 creatures. So I want to cast haste on the entire party for
All
a
right.
minute.
Excellent. Lightning begins to crackle around each and every one of you. Your feet move quicker. Your bodies move swifter. With that, I'm going to say, Dante, your slow is now negated.
And then I would like to move up a little bit to between the puddle and that vein. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah.
All right. You move swiftly as we then go to Padrig.
Right.
Right. Cool. So, am I hasted as well?
Yes.
I'm going to get
Yes.
an extra action.
Mhm.
All right. So, with my extra action, then, since I've got 4 instead of 3, I'm going to first cast Shield on myself.
A shield begins to follow and float around you.
And then I got a quick question.
Yeah.
So, Conjure Bullet.
Yep.
Has Conjuration and Magical as a tag. Does that mean that my bullet counts as a magic bullet
Yes, it does.
when I use Conjure Bullet? Okay. I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. So as I conjure a bullet, I'm gonna recall knowledge and see what I know about golems.
All right, let's make a appropriate lore check or a arcana check.
I will make an arcana check since the only lore check I have is academia. So arcana. That is a 33.
All right. So, treasure golems are comprised of various amounts of loot that have been enchanted in order to guard places. As with most golems, they are immune to certain things, but vulnerable to others. These creatures are immune to most types of magic, but are healed by acid and harmed by sonic. They are especially vulnerable to shatter spells.
Okay.
In addition, they are armed with a great number of magical items that, when they attack, will generate random effects, depending on what they're trying to do. But you notice that there's something odd about this particular golem. It is not just a treasure golem. Almost like there are two templates being applied to it that you are unaware of, because you've seen no evidence of them yet.
Okay. All right. I don't have the ability to do sonic damage. I don't have shatter as a spell because I can't actually cast spells. But the closest thing, I guess, is I'm not going to use acid, but maybe let's go with some cold damage. Close to shatter, kind of, sort of, maybe. So I will, having conjured my bullet, whisper freeze to the barrel and do a fulminating shot, which will add some cold damage, and then I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, let's see it.
That will be my last action. So I'll take a hit.
Nice, a solid hit. As
All
your
right.
frozen bullet strikes its center.
All right, so base bullet damage. It's going to be 16.
1 moment.
And then
Is that... How did that get through? Interesting.
so it's piercing or bludgeoning and magical weapon damage.
Oh, no, yep, bludgeoning gets through it. Okay, fair enough. Never mind.
All right. And then we've got 1d6 cold, and from the conducting rune, we've got another d8 cold. So,
Oof.
wow, 3 points of cold damage.
All right, done. As you watch some of the golem freeze from your bullet. Anything else?
That's 4 actions. I got nothing else.
All right. The treasure golem is going for Holly.
No.
Of course it is.
You are also the closest thing.
You tried to steal it.
It's true. It turns its attention to Holly and... I hate this game sometimes. Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, natural 1. Why can I not roll average? I'm going to jinx point that.
No, you're
That
not.
is average. That is average, really. Technically, statistically, I suppose.
Oh, look, 2
The universe
1s.
has to balance itself.
All right.
2 1s.
So, Holly, it strikes you for 16 points of damage. But as it does so, I need you to make me a fortitude save, which I will roll on it. There we go. That is a failure.
I think I'm gonna hero point that.
All right, not a problem. Hero point. Uh, 24 is still a failure.
It says, "Oh, damn it."
Hmm?
Fine.
All right, you are sickened as when the creature punches and lands near you and lands on the ground, you notice that there is a green gemstone that is set into one of its knuckles. The light flashes you in the eyes, and suddenly you get this strong sense of vertigo, and you get this like almost immediate car sickness as you feel your legs sort of wobble around from nearby. With its second action, it seems to gesture towards Agnes. Actually, probably Padrig. Padrig. As it gestures in your direction, it seems to produce what looks to be a magic wand out of its treasure and point it in your direction, dealing 13 points of poison damage.
Ow.
And 3 points of poison damage splashes onto Quinn. As that is what it fires. It's basically like an acid arrow of some kind. And it just sort of sprays over the two of you. And those are its two actions. Mercutio. He is talking, but he's muted, because I can see his little hand waving.
He doesn't look muted on Zoom.
Oh.
Yep. There we go.
I wasn't muted. I was mumbling.
Oh.
So, Quicken gives us an extra action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Why is Discord picking that up? That's weird. It doesn't seem to be moving your model.
Yeah, I noticed that. I just thought it was a...
I'll try and fix it.
Dumb. Suppose Merc will move up. Cast Weapon Surge on himself for the second action. And I ain't even gonna hesitate. I will use my nat 20.
All right, natural 20. Let's do it. As you strike this creature with extreme prejudice.
All right, so Weapon Surge gives me, it ups my damage by another die. So it's supposed to be 3d8 plus 6. How do I roll that?
Just add an extra d8 to the end of it. It's fine.
Okay. So there's the normal one. And then there's the...
All right, you deal...
20.
Which gets reduced, and you deal 7 points. Oh, no, sorry, 8 points of damage.
Great. And then I still have another... Yeah, because that was 3, so I still have another action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll attack a second time, which... Actually, no. No, we won't. I'm going to use my final action to raise my shield.
All right. You raise your shield. Done.
So now I have 31 AC.
Nice. All right. Quinn, you're up.
Okay, now I will use my shiny 20 to devise a stratagem.
Nice. Love that.
And as part of that action, I want to use my skill to identify known weaknesses. So whenever I devise a stratagem, it says I can also attempt to check to recall knowledge as part of that action. And if I critically succeed at the recall knowledge check, I'll notice a weakness and gain a +1 circumstance bonus to my attack roll. If I share it with everyone else, they get a +1 circumstance bonus to their next attack roll.
Okie dokie, I love that.
All right, so the 20 goes to the actual devise's stratagem, but the way I read this, I have to do another check for recall knowledge. Is that, like, I'm not sure where to roll that. Is it just rolling a d20?
It's either a lore check or an arcana check to know about these creatures.
Oh, okay. So let me just do an arcana then. And, that's horrible, but one of my class abilities is Keen Recollection, which allows me to add my... Oh, never mind. Yeah, because I've got the Arcana, so it's already modified. That's better than I would have gotten anyway. I'm going to guess that's probably not enough to get me any known weaknesses, or is it?
Yeah, 19 is what you need.
Oh, nice.
So its weaknesses are the Shatter spell, sonic damage, and the way to bypass its damage reduction is with adamantine or bludgeoning weapons.
Okay. I don't have anything much in the way of, but I have an idea. All right, so using that D20 as my attack, with Stormblade, but instead of using the edge, I'm gonna use it like a bat.
You are quite a ways away from...
Oh, but I'm gonna move closer, obviously.
Yeah, but what's your move? With haste is... Does haste increase your speed by 10?
So, 35.
Okay. With 35, you are just able to get there with one move action.
Okay. All right. So then, using the flat of Stormblade, that would be with the 20 at 33.
All right. Why are you using the flat?
Because that's more of like a bat, like bludgeoning, rather than the edge.
True,
it's
but
the broad side.
That's true, but I would also say that that's technically non-lethal damage. You know what? You know what? Give me a second. Do or die. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go get my do or die coin. That's how I resolve my problems. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So, do or die.
Yeah.
We are going to allow this to work and reduce the difficulty. Oh, sorry, reduce that. Die. It is immune to non-lethal damage. So there we go. So here we go. Ready? 3.
Yep.
2. 1. Oh God. Let's try it again. Because if it doesn't hit the table, it doesn't count. That is do. You successfully bypass its damage reduction.
Hooray!
All right, let's do it. As you swing your mighty blade, roll to hit.
Well, using the 20.
Oh, using
Plus-
that 20. Yeah, right. So, yep,
Yeah.
it's a crit.
Yeah. So, how do I roll?
Hold down
crit
left
dam-
shift and just drop it onto him.
Okay.
As lightning follows your blade and swinging it down, that is, I'm going to add 12 points of damage to that as well. So that is 26 damage.
Nice.
Plus, never mind. I should have called it beforehand. Strategic strike, because then I get to roll an additional 2d6.
No, you can do that. I'm happy for that.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's kind of one of the points of...
Of this devise a stratagem.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, so roll 2d6.
I'm trying to get. See. Okay.
7 points of damage. Very nice. Okay. Now, Quinn, you get to see what the template is. As you strike it with the lightning damage, you watch as its whole body starts to electrify. It is now immune to electricity, and all of its attacks now have 2d6 electric damage.
Bad time to be wearing metal armor.
I'm glad I hit it with frost damage.
That's true, that's true. Oh, also, yes, you're right. We have been forgetting the crit cards. Let's try the crit card for here. So,
Oh yeah, that's right, because I used mine at 20.
yes. So, well, yeah, we'll give you guys both one as well. So, pick a number between 1 to 5, starting with Quinn.
I would like a 3, please.
1, 2, 3. Bludgeoning. Target is fatigued, so we're not going to do that. Bludgeoning. My teeth. Nope, doesn't need to cast spells. Let's try again. It is fatigued. What the hell is with these? It is clumsy. There we go. It is
That
clumsy
works.
and drops a random item. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So it is clumsy and drops a random item. I'm just going to go with... it is going to drop a potion of healing.
Okay.
And he gets clumsy 1. Done. All right. Mercutio.
You know what? I'll also go 3.
1, 2, 3. Yours was slashing.
Yes.
Target takes bleed damage, which it cannot. Delay wounds. The target takes the same amount of damage at the end of its next 2 turns.
Oh.
All right, very nice. And that was what? 8 damage?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the whole damage now. So 8, so
Yeah,
that's an
that's a
extra
free-
16.
Yeah,
So
that's a free 16 damage.
Yep, there you go. Boom, done and done. Okay. Top of the round, Dante. We're back to you.
Dante is going to take out his club and cast Shillelagh upon it.
All right, you watch as the wood begins to twist and knot, and eventually you watch as it turns into this very heavy set ironwood club.
Sorry, double checking some things.
It's all right.
Okay, there we go. And then he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that will be the turn, because that'll be all 3 actions.
All right.
4 actions, right? Isn't he quickened?
Yeah, you do have a fourth action.
Oh, I do have a fourth action. Okay, well then we will smack with the shillelagh.
All right, make your attack as you swing that shillelagh in. And your shillelagh is made of wood. Damn it.
It's made of magical wood,
It's true.
technically.
Well, the important bit is it's not conductive.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a nat 20
Oh, okay. Freaking
because
coming out with
I might as well.
All right, nat 20 explodes onto the scene. Roll your critical damage and then give me a number between 1 to 5. Yes, Schooly, I am quite glad of that fact.
I had to do it a specific way, so I'm like, because even though what it says, I'm having to do this a specific different way. Code normally gets 2.
All right, number 1 to 5.
3.
All right, 13 points of damage, and the target is flat-footed as you smash through the gold coins that make up its legs. It kind of falls and takes to a knee, and that gives it flat-footed for the round. All right, done and done. A pretty decent turn. As we then go to Holly.
Okay, you said there was a green thing on his fist that caused me to take poison damage?
Mm-hmm.
Like a gem?
Yeah, like a gemstone.
Can I try to steal that?
Sure. Make a thievery check. Your target number is 29. Very nice.
There we go.
As you reach for the creature, you manage to lift what looks to be a gemstone set into a crown, or a circlet, should I say. This circlet, yeah, you now have. It is the crown of the poison fang.
Nice. Okay, and do I have anything that will help this dude?
Could always ask for Agnes's frying pan.
Can he be enfeebled?
Can what, sorry?
Can he be enfeebled?
You don't know. You'll have to find out.
Okay, let's cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him and see what happens.
All right, do so.
Yeah. Son of a...
Critical success, no effect.
No effect. Okay. And I've got 1 turn left. I think I'm going to back up a little bit because I don't have anything bludgeoning or anything that can help. So I'm just going to back up out of the way.
All right. Very nice. Well, let's have you back up. As you do so, this creature does not have attacks of opportunity, so it does not get to do any of that. All right, which brings us to Agnes.
Okay, so wand in hand, Agnes is gonna. Can you move me up to next to the creature, please? If I have.
There you go.
On the other side of, above Quinn, I think, if possible. Yes. And she's just gonna attempt to touch the wand to the golem's leg, and yeah, give it a blast.
All right, make a melee attack against the golem.
Have I got a nat 20?
You can use your nat 20 if you want.
Yeah, because you all know I'm terrible at hitting things with sticks. This.
Do you want to try and roll it before you use it?
All right, yeah. Let's try. Here we go. Let's see here. Where are my attacks?
In the combat tab on your character sheet, there should be just a melee action there.
Oh yes. Indeed. Ah.
No, that's fine. You can use you can use your nat 20. All right, with a nat 20, you land a critical hit. So that is 16d6.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second, 'cause I put the spell in my sheet off the thing.
And unless he rolls a 1, he is going to save against the persistent damage.
Okay, so Rusting Grasp.
Don't forget
And you said
to
hold
prepare-
down left shift.
Hold down left shift to pick it up, and then right click to duplicate it. Hang on, was it d6s or d8s? I think it was d6s.
It's got 6s on the sheet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, d6s.
Yes.
I just realized how dumb I was.
Okay. Glad that we can be there for that.
Because with my nat 20, I didn't roll my crit damage. I just rolled normal.
Oh.
Did you? That's weird.
Yeah.
Oops.
I
awkward.
forgot to do the left
Alright.
shift.
Well, this is a good way to learn the lesson. 53 points of damage. As the rust begins to make its way through, it is a devastating blow to this creature. Part of it literally just disintegrates away. But you watch as more of it starts to pull itself in. Agnes is now threat number 1.
Beep.
Okay. Well, you've moved, you've attacked, you've got, what, 2 more attacks? Because you're hasted?
I do. Or now would be a perfectly good time to hit and run. So I'm going to use the rest of 2 actions to run as far as I can.
All right. Far as you can would be heading further up
Not
the lungs.
necessarily as far. Just like maybe to just back me up. It's like 30 feet. See. Can I use it twice in one go? Is it the rusting glass? Is it not like a 2 action to use a wand rather than a 1
sorry, no, you're
action?
right. It is 2 actions to use a wand.
Yeah. So then I've just got 1 action left, which I can use to stride or strike. So I'll just back up.
All right,
Yeah,
so
back
you're gonna
up
go there?
30 feet. Yeah.
Easy done. All right.
Ooh.
Padrig, you're up.
That I am. All right, so I have in my notes that I have a heroic action called Drain Power. Can you remind me what that does?
Sure I can. Just bear with me while I do this real quick and just double check some stuff. Here we go. That's what I needed. Okay. Bum. That's not the one. Sorry. That's the one. Here we go. Yada, yada, okay. Well, I guess that works. All right. The creature loses its electricity. And as it does so, its whole body becomes tarnished and rust-colored. It now has the rusting property. All right. Sorry, what was your question?
Was that the rusting property? Was that Agnes's crit card?
No, that wasn't the. Oh yeah, no, the crit card was. Did we do a crit card for you, Agnes, just then?
I
No,
don't think we did.
let's do number 2.
Number 2. Thank you for the reminder. Magic maximum effect. You don't roll for damage. You deal maximum damage.
Oh.
Oh.
So 16.
What?
So hold on. So 16d6. Shit. Is like 90
8
damage.
6s are 48.
Oh, Jesus.
So 96 damage, yeah.
96 damage. So that is an extra 43 damage on top of what he already took. Damn. Damn, Agnes. All right. Yeah, that'll do.
I only poked it with a stick.
Oh yeah, it's super mad at you. It's so angry. But it is now yeah, like I said, now it is a rusting treasure golem. Your question was for the ability known as Daring Attempt. Patrick?
Sorry, Silence Wizard got me.
Yep.
So the heroic action I have is Drain Power.
Drain Power. Here we go. Drain Power. Play when you activate a magic item or that casts a spell. Heighten the spell by 1 level. If the heighten the item spell is above half your level, rounded up. If the item wasn't consumed, you can't use the item again for 24 hours. So basically, you heighten it for free.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything I can use that, so we won't do anything with that. So we will just then pretty much do what we did last time, which is cast shield to renew that, keep my shield up since I've got that extra action. Conjure a bullet. As I'm conjuring, do I know what rusting would do for it? So
Rusting will not have any effect on your ranged attacks.
Okay. Cool.
I don't want to blast it too many times either in case I ruin all of the treasure.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the frost damage then, and we'll roll and see what we get. And if I don't like it, then we'll go with our nat 20.
All right, let's do
see
it.
What we get first.
That is a critical hit.
I'll take the critical hit.
Sure you don't want to use the nat 20?
All right. I don't want to use the nat 20.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
All right. So that is our 40-12.
Okay, that is 38 points of damage.
Regular, and then 2.2d6 of frost damage.
All right.
And then another 2d8 of frost damage.
Okay, so that's 12 frost damage.
And 38 bludgeoning.
All right. The creature now is no longer rusting. It is now frost, as it is covered in ice.
All right. Also, he's got to make a fort save against my class DC of 24 to see if he gets stunned 1.
He's fine.
Oh, just made it.
All right.
All right, and then crit card I'll go with, let's go with 5.
All right. Let's see. Target is clumsy 2 and takes a negative 10 foot to his speed as you've hobbled him.
Got less chance of getting to Agnes.
Man, this dude is just getting massively clumsy.
Oh yeah, now he's clumsy 3. All right.
Hopefully he'll trip over a vein and fall in a puddle or something.
Flat-footed, it has a negative 10.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Which then brings us to it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, that's not one. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. Okay, yes, this is the one. Bloody, 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 blah. All right. It is going to... Okay, I want to try and use this ability, but I don't know how to use it. All right. You watch as its body begins to change configuration. Can I get someone in chat to roll me a d6, please?
I don't know.
Okay. So its body starts to shift, almost like a Rubik's Cube. You watch as treasure and chests begin to move, and a different mask comes over where its face would otherwise be. As the configuration begins to shift and change, we're going to play the card, What Are the Odds?
Thanks, Scully Eye.
Nobody in chat wants to roll.
I know, right? Terrible.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus.
Everyone's waiting for somebody else to do it.
Schooly Eye, roll us a d6. Somebody.
All right. Well, that is a 5.
That's
Nobody
cheating.
else was doing it.
All right. Which means, as the configuration changes.
Oh, now Scully rolls.
Okay, we'll go with Schooly Eyes 1. Oh, maybe it's just the delay. Maybe there's a longer delay. So I'll give it a little bit of time. So 1,
Yep,
2.
now everybody's,
Oh,
now
yeah,
everybody's
everyone's rolling.
Yeah,
Holy
there must
crap.
be a super long delay. That's okay. All right.
Holy fives.
All right. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna roll real quick and see who we're gonna get. We're gonna use Christina with a 5. Okay. So as the body begins to shift and change, a symbol appears on its person. All right. Sorry. I need to get this list up, which is a hard one to find. Okay. Earth, air, fire, water.
On a white hand.
Great, it's an avatar.
Heart. By your powers combined. Material. And let's go with just negative, I guess. Okay. So that's 5. So that is earth, air, fire, water. All right. The entire area is now underwater.
Oh.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah. All right. The entire area is now submerged and filled with water as this creature's configuration now attunes it to the elemental plane of water. The entire area surrounding it now is considered to be the elemental plane of water.
So what you're saying is the Tarrasque is drowning from the inside now.
Basically. All right. That is all.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that is all area of water currently. So that is what it does with its full 3 actions. All right. Mercutio, you're up next.
So are we floating and swimming, or is it just...
Is
still on
it
the
floating?
ground?
It's fine. It's just standing where it is. You guys are floating. Well, I say floating. You guys are like, you feel your weight lifting off the ground. You feel like you are underwater.
Oh, great. So, I don't think attempting to wrestle this thing is going to be any use of now.
Nope.
And I don't have the underwater marauder feat, so my attacks are gonna suck even more.
Indeed, indeed.
So that means it would be disadvantage, correct?
Yes. Disadvantage on your attacks.
Alright. Well, luckily I have it. I still have my heroic power that removes disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that.
All right. Done and done. Let's see your attack.
Of course.
All right. That'll hit.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Sorry. 2 seconds. Yes, it will hit because he's clumsy. All right. For 3 points of damage.
Okay, let's...
Oh, and it's not piercing, is it?
No.
So that'll halve the damage, so you actually deal no damage.
I thought that was already halved.
Why would it be halved?
Because it already says partially resisted.
That's because it's resistant to your attacks.
Jeez.
All right.
This is 2 characters now of mine. Well, I still got 2 more attacks to make.
Mm-hmm.
And then... How do I do disadvantage again?
You roll twice, take the lowest.
Okay. So we're just gonna... So... Which one's...
That is a miss. As your second attack goes through, it slices through the water, but does not manage to find purchase.
Alright, and then I guess for my final move, I'll just cast Enlarge on myself. And I am now huge.
You would need a verbal component to cast, and you are underwater.
I am a skeleton, do I not? I don't need to breathe.
That's very true. I'm going to go with the do or die coin. Because even though you don't need to breathe, you do still need to make verbal components. And that's the bit that's stopping you. So let's find out. Do or die. Do. Very well. You will enlarge yourself.
Yeah, I'm now huge.
All right. There we go. Done and done. As we then go to Quinn. Now, Quinn, your lightning sword, FYI, just you holding it does not passively blast anyone with lightning. But when you strike with it, it will. Right now, it'll do... it will do a... So what is it, 2d6 lightning?
It's 1d6 with
1d6
the lightning.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 1d6 lightning means that they will take 3 damage. Sorry, you, Dante,
and anyone near me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was planning on putting it back in the sheath and drawing my rapier.
Sure. So one action,
is...
you change your weapon.
Yep.
Second action.
I'm gonna grab onto it with my left hand while I swing with my rapier with my right.
All right.
To sort of tether myself.
Unkind. So
Okay.
as you've tethered yourself to the side of this creature, you can see this cube in its center mass that seems to have a strange energy about it.
Right, and since this was part of my action of tethering myself to swing the blade, I'll go ahead and complete that, but mentally note that I want to plunge my hand inside to try and grab that cube as my next action.
Sure.
But let me first do...
Well, if you're just tethering, I'm going to allow that. That's just going to be fine.
All right, thank you.
All right. Now, if you want to plunge your arm in, I need an athletics check. Your target number is 30.
1 second. Couldn't be something else, huh?
Nope.
All right. This is not gonna work.
All right. You try to reach into it. You do not critical fumble, but you can't quite find your way to wrench this thing out.
All right.
All right.
I will go ahead and complete my attack with the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see if that hits.
And that is a miss. As you
All right.
strike at it, again, it does not seem to find purchase. Now, as the water is filling the lungs of the Tarask, meanwhile, back in the arena, you could see that the crowds are watching in concern as the Tarask is just it's just spitting up water. It's not like dying or anything. It's just vomiting out just large amounts of water. And LaRouge, who is taking a lot of money, he's like, thank you. Yes, no, they all died very, very quickly. I know, right? Oh, I didn't even see that coming. As he's taking all the money, he's looking at them, and he's looking at the Tarask, and you can see this look of just concern on his face as the Tarask is vomiting water. You can hear a lot of people, especially the ones who thought that they'd lost, going, wait, no, they might be okay. I mean, this could be them, right? That could be a thing. And you see LaRouge and his goons trying to smooth things over. But whether our heroes are going to manage to get out of this situation and defeat the treasure golem is a tale for next time. as we will return next week to continue our adventures. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us today. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. I hope you enjoyed this part 1 of the Treasure Golem, and now we have a bunch of people who are working towards the Treasure Golem-y stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see how that all plays out in due time. Thank you to all of our donators. Thank you to everyone who supported the channel. It is honestly, it's been real kind and generous of you guys. In case you guys didn't know, there's also, I know I kind of forgot to put this up on the board, but let's put this up on the board here. The current fundraiser is my birthday goal. Yay, there it is. It's a birthday present for Dag. I am saving up for something special. It is the Marvel Zombicide game. But it's only available in America, which is a fun thing. So I'm hoping to get a pre-order in. So thank you so much. We have hit the 15% mark, which is amazing. So thank you so much for all of that. And I'm so glad that you guys could join us. It's always great to see so many familiar faces and friends and stuff doing things. So yeah, all the love, all the kindness. Mwah. You guys are amazing. Let's go raid someone, shall we? We're gonna raid someone we don't raid often because we try to raid smaller streamers and stuff. But I haven't raided Joe in a while, so we're gonna raid Joe Cat. Joe Cat is an incredibly talented musician, artist, TTRPG role player, and he's playing some Baldur's Gate. So we're gonna go love on him, hang out, and chill on his stream. Be sure to fill up as much of his chat as you can with love hearts and the like, because hey, we share love where we go. And guys, stay safe, stay wonderful, and until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.